heaven. I'm in heaven. And my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. And I seem to find the happiness I see when we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek. Yes, heaven, I'm in heaven. And the cares that hung around me through the week seems to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak. When we out together, dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I'd love to climb to mountain, reach the highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I'd love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Now, mama, dance with me. I want my arms about you, the charms about you will carry me through. Yes, heaven, I'm in heaven. And my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. And I seem to find the happiness I seek when we out together, dancing cheek to cheek. Take it, Ella, swing it.
Heaven, I'm in heaven. My heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in heaven. The cares that hung around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to climb a mountain and to reach the highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Come on and dance with me. I want my arm about you, the charm about you will carry me through to heaven. I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I
to cheek, cheek to cheek, cheek to cheek.
Yo. How we doing, guys? There's an echo. Are you sure? Are you sure? Oh, there is. No, you're right. You're correct. You're so right. Yeah, should be good now. Oh. Happy Thursday, guys. How's everybody's morning, afternoon going, depending on where you guys are at? How we feeling? Did you wake up at 5 today? Yes. Always. Not always, but 80-90% of the time. Sometimes my alarm will go off at 5 and I'll like put an extra 30 minutes and I'll go back to bed for like 30 minutes and then I'll wake up. What do you do up at 5? When I wake up, the first thing I do is sit on the edge of my bed and pray. Just try to like solidify myself before the morning, stretch, and then I'll normally go get coffee. So I'll either make coffee or I'll go drive somewhere and get coffee. I'll come back, get on my desk, look through like my Slack with like my devs, look at my emails, look at the market for a second just to see where we are. That's kind of like my morning routine. Nothing crazy. Oh, all right. So we got like 15 minutes till open. To be honest, my bias here is very loose because I still think we can go lower, but we've been selling off so much. We've taken the majority of sell side from the range that we had. This low, external low now. We still have this big low to the left of us that we could look to continue lower. Again, we've kind of had our power of 3 accumulation manipulation. We've been distributing to the downside. But going into the morning, I have no clue if we just want to immediately go lower. I would look to see at least the market rebalance to this 1 hour fair value gap. If this 1 hour fair value gap gets ran through, it's kind of hard to take a long though, because while we're in here, I wouldn't be looking to long expecting this fair value gap to get ran through because I want to be reactive. So kind of with where we are right now, we're kind of in like a little internal sell model. This S&T will probably get ran. ES has already taken new lows. NQ hasn't, but I'd probably expect NQ to catch up. So I want to wait it open, see what we want to do. I want to see us at least rebalance to the 1 hour for value gap. So this will kind of be internal buy side. But we're just going to watch. We'll stay patient. We'll watch. Hopefully Trade 08 doesn't have any issues today. And we'll have a good day. Blessed day here. Having dinner. Is the look of love.
It's thunder, it's lightning, the gentlest breeze. It's friendly, it's frightening, and more surprising than an elephant's sneeze. I've seen the look every single blushing bride has. I've seen
Do you trade US 30? If not, why? I trade NASDAQ and ES.
But there's one look that I'd give my life to see.
Loved your YouTube video. Agree on everything you said. Glad you liked it. Yeah, I want to start doing more of those kind of sit-down videos. I enjoy, like, I really do enjoy, like, talking about... There needs to be a balance between what you're consuming in the world, like, with all the stuff going on. But I enjoy talking about it because I think people have a false perspective of it and they get kind of consumed and wrapped up in it. Sometimes I do too. Like, all the stuff with Epstein files and the emails going on Twitter, and there's so much, like, just things in your life that can take over, like, the next flashy thing. There's, like, we're living in an age where there's just something new every week, right? Claude bot, you have a personal assistant. Oh my God, all this opportunity. And it takes away from, like, whatever you're working on, and there's so many distractions. And it's like the people who are going to be successful in life are the people who can stay focused on their vision and not get sidetracked with other, like, shiny opportunity in their life. Same thing with trading, right? If you're focused in trading on your edge and you know that it's going to provide for you, but you get sidetracked with other opportunity and you know, don't focus on what your edge is, then you're going to most of the time be hurt for it, right? And you're not going to end up building conviction over a period of time from it. It's the same thing with business, same thing with everything in life. Yeah, no, it drains your energy. That's why you guys have to be so cautious of, like, how much you're on social media. And, like, how much you just, like, scroll and feed yourself garbage. Really like the song you made? Which one? You made me super profitable only from YouTube? Let's go. Why do non-trader people see trading like gambling? Because trading 90% of the time is gambling because people don't have an edge. And it doesn't even really matter if you have an edge, because if you can't execute on the edge consistently, then you don't have an edge. That's also a big thing, is, like, your edge doesn't mean anything if you can't execute it on it consistently. What's my bias? My bias is very loose. Very loose going into the day. I think, number one, I at least want to see us rebalance to this 1 hour fair value gap, and then kind of see if we want to reject this and go lower. But I'd like to see us rebalance into this, see if we want to go lower out of it. We've been selling off all week, though. It's Thursday, taking Wednesday low, so we could look to see this fair value gap get ran through. But again, I can't predict that. I got to just wait for it to happen and react to it. So we'll watch open, see what the market wants to do, and just wait for clarity. Do you trade every day? I don't take a trade every day, but I sit in front of the market Monday through Friday, yeah. I started looking at futures recently, and is the market always like this, like very bad at predicting the bias? I think you just care too much about a bias. You don't need a bias to take good trades. I mean, let me rephrase that. You don't need to come into the day with a solidified bias, because trading is going to always give you more information that you need to take in. So if I go into the day and I'm like, I'm bullish, right? I'm super bullish going into the day. And then the market clearly shows me signs that I need to be bearish. If I'm too focused on my bullish bias, I'm not going to be able to take advantage of the opportunity that's being shown to me, because I'm more focused on what I think versus what the market's showing me. So every day that I come into the market, I always will tell you I have a loose bias. Right? Say, hey, yeah, we have a 1 hour fair value gap here. I'd like to see us rebalance to it. But the majority of the time, I have a very loose bias, because my goal is to let the market tell me what the bias is, because the 1 hour time frame isn't going to depend on what I'm taking, right? What I'm actually going to look at the market to take a trade is what's happening at that moment it's happening. And the only way to be focused on that is just be looking for what the market's trying to show me in the moment. How can I stay longer in a trade without getting out too early or instantly getting stopped out? Well, I think there's two cases to that. If you're getting out early, and you know, and you're not trading the model, well, you have to understand, like, what am I targeting? What's my plan? First of all, like, before you even enter a trade, you should have a plan. Where do you plan to take profits? Where is your stop loss? And the times in which you're taking profits early is because a lot of the times you're trading your P&L, or you're trading out of fear. So you're in profit and you don't have enough conviction in the setup, so you decide to take it off early because you're in fear that it's going to come up and stop you out. Again, you're trading your thoughts, you're trading your P&L, you're not trading what the chart is showing you. So right now you're too connected to your execution and you're not connected to what the market's actually showing you. So disconnect yourself from what you want to see and what your emotion is telling you, and trade what the market is telling you to do. Again, when we're trading, we're nothing more than just observers. Like, I'm nothing more than a monkey that watches the chart, and the market tells me whether to press a button or not. That's it. I don't tell the market what to do. The market tells me what to do. How do you personally handle hard days? Not trading, just mood / whatever. Prayer. I read scripture. I realign with truth. I realign to understand that whatever I'm going through, or whatever anxiety or stress that I have, is temporary. And it's all, most of the time, actually 100% of the time, it's deception, because my being wasn't meant to experience stress or anxiety. I am made whole. I am made new. And I think, again, if you don't have a foundation of truth in your life or a relationship with God, then you're always going to be getting thrown back and forth from the world, and you have to be disconnected from the world. You have to understand spiritual things. You have to understand worldly things, and you can't tie your identity with the world, because if you tie your identity with the world, and let's say, hey, my trading is going bad and my identity is tied to my trading, then I'm going to feel like I am not worthy, or I'm stressed, or I'm anxious, or I'm lost, because my identity is tied to whatever my P&L is, or my identity is tied to however my business is doing, or my identity is tied to this. And I don't want to live that life, right? Nobody who wants to live a life where their joy and their peace is dependent on what their business or what their money or income is reflective of, right? You don't want to live that life. So you have to be rooted your identity within God, within spirit, so that you can be disconnected from the world, but you can still operate in the world, right? You're obviously of the world. You're a human being, but you have to rest your identity outside of it. Will you make a video about your testimony? I've made a video about it before in the past when I was living in Scottsdale, but I'll always talk about my testimony. We got 5 minutes here, 6 minutes. Again, we'll see what we want to do.
Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree.
Is the forever model your only model? Not necessarily. The forever model is a foundation of ideas. It's not going to look the same every time. It's not going to present itself the same every time. That's why people don't, like, discretion is one of the most important things in trading that I don't think a lot of people talk about enough. It's funny because the interview with Epstein was saying the same thing. He was like, the best traders are the ones who have the best discretionary ability, where in the moment they're in tune with the market and they're able to understand what the market wants to do and able to apply risk on it. So your strategy is the same thing, right? If I go into the market trying to, like, draw lines and figure it out, it's not about drawing lines or, like, recognizing that model in that way. It's about understanding why the market moves, right? Drawing liquidity, understanding efficiency, reading order flow, stuff like that. That gives me the ability to take an entry when I'm focused on recognizing what it's trying to show me, not like trying to, I guess, be approved or disproved from what I think.
What I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm
See what we want to do here. 3 minutes.
never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat,
Mhm.
I'm too misty and too much in.
What can I do for my passive income so I have enough money to invest in trading? Get a job. It's not the answer you want to hear, but that's the answer that you need to hear. Yeah, we have 10 a.m. news.
He's a fool and don't I know it?
We had unemployment claims at 8:32, but we have jolts at 10.
I'm in love and don't I show it like a babe in arms.
Do you hire any AI developers? Yeah, I have multiple
Sad sensation
whatever you want, ML engineers, whatever you want to call them. I have multiple that work for me.
a wing
I'm not hiring anymore though. That's good.
since this
I have such a stacked team.
imitation put me on.
Did you study the relationship between trading and neuroscience? Nope. I never personally did, but I think it's still important. Obviously, like in our mentorship group, we have Sarah. Sarah's one of our coaches. She's has a degree in neuroscience. She's been a psychologist for a long time. So she's one of our coaches. She does like psychology lectures. She's also a trader as well. She talks about the neuroscience of trading and risk, and she's amazing. She does, like, anybody who's in the chat right now that's in the mentorship can attest. She's great.
Bothered and bewildered am I. Couldn't sleep and wouldn't sleep. Love came and
All right, let's see what we do here.
shouldn't sleep. Bewitched, bothered and bewildered.
So let's see if this SMT gets ran, or we can use it to spring up to the 1 hour for value up.
Lost my heart, but what of it?
I saw you last night and got that old feeling when you came in sight. I got that old feeling, babe. The moment you danced by, I felt.
SMT gets ran.
And when you caught my eye, my heart
It stood still.
once again I seem to feel that old.
I'm gonna just kind of see how big the point spread is right now.
And I knew the spark of love was still burning. There'll be no new romance for me. It's foolish to start, for that old feeling is still in my heart. Yeah.
I'd like to see this to get back to the 1 hour. We swept internal liquidity. I'd like to see this 1 minute for value get ran through. Work towards the 1 hour.
When you came inside, mama, I got that old feeling, babe.
We are in a bear market though.
I felt a little thrill. Yes, when
The long-term port is definitely hurting, but I'm actually kind of happy that we're going lower, because the more that we're away from all-time highs, the more opportunity that we're gonna have throughout the next couple months. So
and I knew the spark of love was still burning. Yes, there'll be no new romance for me.
Just watching.
That mood indigo, that feeling goes stealing down to my shoes while I sit and sigh. Go always get that mood indigo since my baby said goodbye. In the evening when lights are low, I'm so lonesome I could cry. 'Cause there's nobody who cares about me. I'm just a soul who's
See if we break through this 1 hour in this change.
can be.
This would be the first long opportunity. There's no SMT though.
That mood indigo, I could lay me down and die.
Looking good so far.
You ain't been blue, no, no.
Going quick. There's no rebounds.
You ain't been blue till you've had that mood indigo, that feeling goes stealing down to my shoes while I sit and sigh. Go
When you're alone, who cares for starlit skies?
We ended up putting a bearish SMT in here, so I want to be leaning long biased, but I'm skeptical to take a long maybe when we get above this. Here we go. Nice reaction so far.
At break of dawn, there is no sunrise when your lover has gone. What lonely hours the evening shadows bring. What lonely hours
Let's take a long here. Oh, that's a terrible fill.
memories lingering like faded flowers. Life can't mean anything when your lover has gone.
Hmm?
What lonely hours.
So I want to see a really nice follow through this, but when this internal high gets taken, I'll probably go break even just because we take the internal high. So again, managing risk. I just want to see us really get through this, because if we sweep, I don't want to see us fall back down. So I'll start to take a contract off when we get this next leg higher. But we're in the 30-second or 30-minute fair value gap, sorry. I took one off right there. And then I'll let this last contract go. Stop at break even. Again, I just want to see if we can get a really nice push through this, because again, now we're in the 30-minute, so I don't know if we're going to reject this. We're back at equilibrium of the range. I'd like to see a follow through this, but I'm going to keep my risk pretty tight since I got a bad fill in the range. I'd like to see us keep going to this next fair value gap.
The time is the same, our old rendezvous. The table is set, dear, it lacks only you. Oh, what am I having? Waiter, just make mine blues. I can't realize our romance is through. Whatever I think of reminds me of you. Oh, didn't I order? Please make mine blues. Got the blues so bad I could cry. Got the blues so bad I could die. What's the use? All I see is you, sweet. I can't think.
So again, right now we have a bearish SMT that just got put in from these highs. So again, if we want to reject the 30-minute, but I really kind of like this internal structure with the 5-minute change. It could come back down and stop me out and still end up playing the bullish bias. But I'd like to see us at least continue to see this bullish. We're seeing nice order flow to the upside, so.
Could die. What's the use? All I see is you, sweet.
Tap the 5-minute. Oh.
I can't eat, I can't think, I can't sleep. So let's have a song. Let's have it loud. The louder the better to drown out the crowd. Oh, here is my order. Waiter, just make mine blues. Let's have a song. Let's make it loud. The louder the better to drown out the crowd. Dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Waiter, please make mine blues.
Actually, I might even give this more room, because if we get a nice reaction from this and we get above this down close candle, I want to see us like run through this. So I'll keep, again, stop still at break even on my last contract. I'll probably take it off on the next leg up if we can get above this down close candle here. Yeah, I market ordered into this and didn't get the best fill, so that's why my stop's at break here and kind of in a weird spot. I want to see if I can trail this as much as I can. Because there's a possibility that we just keep on running through this and want to recover the move. A sign will be it when ES most likely takes this high too, so NQ should get another leg out of this. I'm going to keep trailing this too. I see that next leg up on ES, and Q should have the next leg up. Right now we're hesitating, we're rejecting. I'm going to trail this even to the tighter lows here. I want to see just this next move candle right now on this 1 minute. See all these big wicks here. Need to start getting through this. So far, we're rejecting the 15-minute. That's why I'm moving my stop to the close low. Because we could come back and tap the 5-minute for value gap too. All right. Stop and profit right there. I still would want to see higher prices, but good management. Nice start to the day. We'll see what we want to do from here. But there you go. What is it? 20 minutes into the day. Nice little trade. That was on my live account. That wasn't on props. What do I want to see price do now? Still the same thing. I still want to see price most likely go higher. Depends on how I react from this, but I think there's a possibility that we run this 1 hour for value gap and work our way. We could honestly have a really big bullish day and work our way all the way back through this, right? This is kind of the start of a possible buy model. So we could try to run through this and go take all this generated buy side liquidity, but I don't know if we're going to hold the 30-minute or not. It's looking like we want to try to run through it because of how bearish we've been. Also in terms of like a weekly profile, Thursday took Wednesday low, so we could see a possible reversal. We've been selling off all week, so end of week we try to play out the buy model and try to recoup some of this move. So right now, just be watching. Are you mad you got stopped out? No, not at all. Again, I managed my trade exactly how I wanted to.
Just how sweet our love was, except now and then.
So again, we could still possibly go lower here as both assets have now tapped this 30-minute and 1 hour for value gap. So we'll see what we want to do. Thanks, Justin. Now I can buy my side chick something for Valentine's Day. Goodness.
as lonely as I
Was before.
I didn't want a thing, you know. I just dropped by to say.
Justin, as a follower of Christ myself, I sometimes feel as though maybe I should not pursue more money than I need, or that when I do earn the money that I should give most of it away. I think the thing with money is, again, scripture says that it's not money that's bad, it's the love of money. Whatever you're doing, again, it's the same thing with trading. If you love money, you're not going to be a good trader. If you love money, you're not going to be a good entrepreneur. Because the act of making money isn't from the love of money, it's from the art of doing. And if you don't know how to do and serve people and lead, then the company or the business or the trading isn't going to be fruitful, right? If you're able, like the reason I'm able to be and come on live in front of 2,400 people, trade, make a decision, and be completely calm is because I'm not connected to it, right? Like my spiritual resting place and my ability to make decisions in pressures because I'm not experiencing the pressure because I'm not of the world. Like I'm not looking to the world to affirm or deny anything, right? I'm not attached to it. So, and money's not bad. It's not bad to make money. In fact, God, who do you think created business? God created business. So we might want to try to seek new lows here now that we've rejected this. Again, 1 minute change to the downside. I'm going to clear the chart up here just to get a new perspective. We just tap back into the 5 minute. What we want to do. Looking very bearish on ES. I'd like to see a 15-minute candle close here below this down close candle first. But yes, I'd want to most likely see new lows. Yeah, we'll see what news does too. We got 2 minutes. How much coffee do you drink? Probably too much. I have like a coffee a day. Sometimes I'll have 2, but mostly like I'll have 1 in the morning. That's it. Are you done for the day? Not necessarily. I'll see what we do. I kind of just still want to watch here. Again, at 10 o'clock, this next candle will close too, so I just want to watch for a second. Justin, I need that cap. Where did you get it? I bought this hat when I was in Paris. I have no idea. I don't remember where I bought it. It was at some, like, boutique store, I think. So, good luck finding it.
Wish I knew
Why I'm so in love with you.
no one else in this world will do. Darling, please save your love for me. Run away. If I were wise, I'd run away. But like a fool in love, I stay.
There's 10.
And pray you'll save your love for me. I can feel it, even when you're not here.
Is Paris your favorite city? I don't know about my favorite, but I do enjoy Paris, yeah.
I really love you, my dear. And though I know no good,
Justin, did you listen to that Prince album? I told you. I did.
I can't do
It's good. There, like, I didn't ever know that Prince made like did a jazz album, so it was cool to listen to. I added some of the songs to my playlist. Like this one. The thing is though, is like most people would listen to this and be like, this is like super old head stuff, but it's a really cool album.
If she could be muse to the pharaoh, then one day she might be queen. If like Sheba, she then could bring presents and wine, the helix he might get between them. In other words, intertwine.
Yeah, Prince is a goat. I found this like underground little jazz band too, like group of 4 guys. They make some cool stuff. I really like this track. Amy Winehouse? Yeah, I like Amy Winehouse too. I haven't really listened or like dived into her discography though. Sade is a goat. I would say Sade is probably, I don't know if that's a hot take, but I like Sade way more than I like Amy Winehouse. Do you ever listen to House? Yeah, of course. These guys, the song I'm playing right now is, these guys are called Electric Kiff. Arctic Monkeys I like too. Cleo Soul's great. Yeah, Arctic Monkeys is their last album was kind of interesting. Who else? Oh, these guys are great. Sunset. This is a Japanese band.
Let me wear cashmere to start the day. I'm in the mood for love. Think of you.
Yeah, I'll do the little pop out thing again.
It feels so right. How many shirts would you put on with your flair? Everyone knows you're dripping. Now, baby, something in the way you glide. Free to be yourself. I'm gonna love, gonna believe in you. Just let it go, yeah, I'm moving on with you.
What does that cover? Dude, I have no idea. I was trying to figure it out. No clue.
You're gonna love, gonna believe in me. You got the style, all the feelings alive with you. We'll stand the test of time.
Kind of sounds like your type of music. No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I love it. It's great. This is just like good music. Have you seen the Bitcoin scare? Yeah, of course. Everybody's tweaking. Let's see where we're at right now. 68?
I'm in the mood for love. Think of you and I'm wide awake.
I might send a wire over to my crypto
I'll
account.
be alright. How many shirts would you try on for tonight? Everyone knows you're dripping. Now, baby, something in the way you glide. The world is yours. I'm gonna love, gonna believe in you.
Yeah, I'd probably start slowly adding Bitcoin. Wait, I need to check my...
I have the colors in mind, and then won't go wrong. Maybe gonna love, gonna believe in me. You got the style, all the feelings alive with you. We'll stand the test of time. I'm gonna love, gonna believe in you. Just let it go, yeah.
Yeah, I took it long.
I have the colors in mind, and then won't go.
Will you make a trading recap of this? Yeah, I'll make a trade recap. I want to see it. The shorts went very quick. Like there was no pullback on this. The only really entry would have been the break on the change.
We'll stand the test of time.
We'll keep watching though. Do you know Kazakhstan? Like isn't that a country? Have you made music? I swear I just found your Spotify profile. Yes, I do. I do make music. I haven't released much though. I think I've released like one song. But I'm working on an album right now. dizzy heights below him.
Jojo Dingo's Broadway lights, flashing lines. You know him.
Chart colors? Yeah, I got you.
He got you covered.
Bodies are white.
You know it right out front.
Other bodies are like this gray. Opacity is set to 37. Borders, white. Other borders are this gray. Wick, white. And then wick, gray.
Jojo Dingo's spinning lights, where our games and dizzy heights below him. And his whole
That one song is fire though, can't lie. Which one?
Broadway lights, flashing lights. You know him.
Bro, I just spilled this on me.
Ever so rarely that man in a million's born. Gentle and soft, but
What's the last music Nam? I don't know what Nam means. What was that song called by Electric Kiff? It was called Little Louie. Little Louie. You ever listen to Stone Roses? I have not. How to overcome fear of entry? Put in the reps so you can actually have conviction in doing so. You have a fear because you lack the experience that doesn't equate to the knowledge you have. So what happens is you have all of this knowledge, but you don't have the experience of actually using the knowledge. So then you hesitate because you haven't put in the actual reps, right? Like I could teach you all about flying a plane and I could put you in a classroom for 5 years on how to fly a plane. But if you've never flown a plane, you're going to have fear of flying a plane.
he keep her just right. Keeps her on the street. Jojo Dingo's spinning lights, oh, below him.
Why'd you not take the short? I just didn't get the entry I wanted. I was in a long in the morning, so I made like 3K on this long. And then this change went pretty quick, but I was looking for this for value gap to get rebalanced to, which we never did, so. Are you planning to take a trade? I can't plan to take a trade. It's either there's a trade in front of me or there's not.
Jojo Dingo's spinning lights, where our games and dizzy heights below him.
Can you explain to me this? I was in shorts after break of structure on 1 minute and it went down, but I closed position because of news. How should I know I need to let my trade go if there are news? If it's so jolts, unemployment claims, like anything that's not CPI or FOMC, you can hold into. Because news is going to do nothing more than provide volatility to push towards whatever the existing draw is, right? That's why news can be bullish and the market can dump. That's why news can be bearish and the market can pump. It's because news is nothing more than an influx of volatility. Again, unless that it's FOMC or CPI. If it's not FOMC or CPI, it's just going to push towards whatever the draw is. So you can hold towards, yeah, I would say NFP as well. NFP as well. PPI you can hold. What's the current gold contract? I don't know. Just go to GC. GC will automatically update. You just go to the bottom right here. It says adjust for contract changes. Just click the B-80J button when you're on gold. What long did you take this morning? I took this. What are you looking for? Nothing right now. I mean, we're at new lows. We're just continuing to sell. I can't take an entry here. I need more structure. ES is about to take this next internal low, so I can't really do anything here. I just kind of gotta wait. What browser are you using? It's called Arc. Life and death is no mystery, and I want to taste it. The Vibe playlist is so fire. I love throwing on your playlist and broadening my music taste. I love it, bro. That's my goal. I want to broaden your guys' music taste. Would you dye your hair? No. I mean, it depends, like, what for. Like, me and myself, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna dye my hair one day. No. I have no desire. Why do you never put the short long position thing when in a trade? What is it gonna do? Like, give me good luck? It's just a all I need to see is where my entry is. I don't need to put it on my chart. What's your opinions on listening to secular music as a Christian, like Cardi, for example? I think there's a line, like, I had this conversation, like, it's something specifically hard, like, for me, that, like, I can attest to, because I love music so much, but when I listen to artists, it really comes down to, like, what the purpose of the song is too, right? Like lyrics wise, like the energy of it, all that kind of stuff. So, like, someone like Cardi or other people, like, it's not that I don't like listening to Cardi, but the way that I view, okay, I think really this is what it is. You're either in a consumption perspective or you're in an observer perspective. So it's like, if I'm like bumping Cardi on autopilot, it's not good, because I'm like not aware of what it's doing to me. But like when I listen to music, I don't consume it. I like, because I'm more focused on like the production and the artistry of it. So it's like most people, when they listen to music, it's just like you put it on and you're just autopilot consuming it. But like the way that my brain works, and like I love music so much, so I look at it in a very different perspective. Like I look at it as like the artistry of it. Like things will pop out to me like, oh, like the timing of the snare is really sick, right? Like, so it depends on what it is. Like, obviously, there's music that I don't think that like is good for you to listen to, right? So yeah. But the thing is, though, is I don't think music, like, I think music that glorifies God does not need to be like worship style music. Like, in my opinion, and again, this is purely my opinion, but like if I listen to like someone like Mozart's music to me is glorifying God because of the ability. Like, Mozart didn't make that music. Like, there's some specific forms of artistry where, like, again, God, we are creators, right? Like, we're made in the image of God to create. And I think when we create, God gives us an ability to have creation and uniqueness in whatever we create. Now, we can create things that don't glorify God, like, intentionally, right? Like the lyrics that you choose and the stuff like that. But the artistry in itself, like classical music and a lot of things that don't have any words in it, I would still consider it some of the times, again, depending on the thing. Like, it's hard for me to listen to Mozart or classical musicians or extremely talented people in their artistry, and they might not be talking about God in music, but you can sense the creativity and the uniqueness in the music that they make, where it's like, wow, there's something like amazing here, right? Like, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, exactly. Who do you think gave someone the ability to make music, right? Like, God is the only person. It's either their choice to glorify him or not. It doesn't mean that the music's not from God. It's the person's choice whether they're using the music to glorify God or not, right? But God gave them the talent. God gave them the ability to make music and be creative, but it's the artist's choice whether to glorify them or not. It doesn't mean that the music's not from God. It's just it's the artist's choice whether to glorify or not glorify God. I want to love you, pretty young thing. Masterpieces usually have some sort of energy that makes it feel unique. That's fulfillment. I 100% agree. Like, I have a playlist, like, I think I have a playlist that's called, like, my favorite songs of all time. Where is it, actually? Yeah, it's called Masterpieces. But again, like, some of these songs are not like again, it's my personal taste in music, right? Like, I love this song. I think this song's a masterpiece. Please give an answer, Justin. Price is rejected from daily volume imbalance, so it looks like it'll go higher. Again, I don't care what the daily is doing. Look at what the market is showing you right now.
Oh, joys are as the sun has come again to hold you, sailing out the doldrums of the week. The polyphonic prayer is here, is so
Release the album, broski. There's so many things that I'm focusing on in my life right now, so I don't want to be like all over the place. So my music's on a hold right now. I'll still like, when I have free time, I'll still make stuff just to put the reps in.
where the emptiness we leave behind on one rising blows all the shadows far away. The falling of the whole empire is here to hold you, rolling out unhaunted till it sleeps.
I want to see this 15-minute for all I got open up and then see what we do here. What do I think the market's going to do right now? Okay, guys. You want to know the answer to that question? I got no idea. No idea what the market wants to do right now. No clue. And guess what? I don't need to know. I think you guys care too much about trying to understand what the market's trying to do instead of waiting for it to reveal to you what it's going to do. Right now, the market's just selling off. Now, I can try to look to force something and try to be like, okay, oh, let me just take a short here, right? Trying to go lower. There's no model. There's no conviction. There's no inefficiency history and rebounds too. It's like, number one, I've already taken my long. I'm up on the day. We've sold off now through the lows, 400 points. We're at pretty much the low of day right now. There's no opportunity for me here. And I don't know what the market wants to do. The market could go lower. The market could rebalance. We could run through it. We could reject the fair value gap. It doesn't matter. And I don't need to know. Being a successful trader is being able to say, I don't know. Because guess what? 90% of the time, I got no clue what the market wants to do. It's not about knowing what the market wants to do. It's about recognizing the 10% of the time where you do know what the market wants to do. That's called an edge. Would you go to Words of Wisdom podcast one day? I don't really care to be honest. He did reach out to me like over a year ago though. I said no.
For a master of deception and subterfuge, you've made yourself quite the bed to lie in. Do your time traveling through the tannin booth, so you don't let the sun
Unpredictable, I know what you're thinking. I'm new here. What strategy do you trade? I trade ICT. ICT, price action. How can I refine my edge without getting validation from the market to affirm my edge? How can I refine my edge? It's not a, I mean, okay, so obviously you need the market to affirm or deny an edge, right? Statistically, right? Statistically. There's a difference between looking to it to affirm it logically, like in terms of the statistics of it, and affirm it mentally. So number one, journal. You need to journal everything in what you do, every decision you need to make. And again, that's why Session Buddy is going to be released, so that you can journal in the moment by just talking out loud, and it'll record everything for you. So your thought process, because that's the most important thing, right? It's not journaling what happened. It's journaling what you were thinking and why you were looking at it the way you were looking at it, and if you were looking at it the right way or the wrong way. So that's what Session Buddy is going to be, which is the note taker that we're releasing in around a month or so. So journaling. And just putting in the reps. I don't believe in, I mean, backtesting is cool, but I never backtested in my trading career. Like, I've only backtested sometimes with like my community. But I believe that forward testing is the most important thing, because in backtesting, it doesn't simulate a valid environment. Again, you can skip ahead. You don't have to be patient. So I think putting in the time and the reps of just forward testing, waking up every single day, and having the right perspective and intention going into the market. Your intention when you wake up and go into the market should be nothing more than to learn and improve. If you go into the market every single day and your intention is to make money, you will never be successful, because you're going to see opportunity that's not there. You're going to overtrade. You're not going to know when to step away. Your goal every time that you come into the market needs to be to learn, observe, and recognize the market is truth, right? Like, the market never does something wrong, right? The market never does something that it shouldn't have done. It's always like in, you can call it like divine order, right? Whatever it is, like the market's always going to be whatever the truth is. So your job is not to wait for your job is to align what you think with what the market's showing, because that's the thing in which the The market shouldn't align with what you're thinking. You need to align with what the market's showing. You think it is better to have a strategy and just trade only by this, or learn how the market moves in depth and just build an entry model that you understand? I mean, both are the exact same thing. You said you think it is better to have a strategy and just trade only by this, or learn how the market moves in depth and just build an entry model. It's the same thing. You either use a strategy or you use a strategy. What is the biggest sign of progress in trading journey before profitability? 7 to 8 months doing this. Tired but happy to continue. Anything that helps to keep patience. I think the biggest sign is that you no longer care. Like, you no longer care to make money. You no longer care to be a firm. You just care to do what you should be doing. Like, that's the biggest sign in my opinion. It's like you're disconnected from the outcome, win or lose. The only thing that you really care about is what was the decision that was made and was it good or bad. What you thinking? When is the trade path coming? Update coming? We're polishing it right now. I would say probably a month. We want to make sure all the logic, everything's polished before we release it, so we have as little bugs as possible. Obviously, there'll probably be bugs, and we'll fix them when we launch, just through users using it. But we're perfecting it right now. And we're also finishing up designs and launch strategy and videos and other business, stuff. So. Is Asia a good session to trade? I don't normally trade Asia. Again, New York's going to provide the most efficiency in terms of volatility. But I would, again, focus on forward testing, trade paper when you trade Asia, and just build conviction watching the differences, right? You want to learn how Asia moves compared to New York, because it's going to be a little bit different in terms of the efficiency. Actually, let me do. It's a banger. SMT is not a must-have Confluence, no.
Spending all my nights, all my money going out on the town. Doing anything just to get you off of my mind.
Do you think you can be profitable on futures and unprofitable on forex? Of course. It was just a waste of time. Baby, come back. There was something, everything about you. Baby, come back. You could blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you.
All day long, wearing a mask of false bravado, trying to keep up a smile that
Justin, do you really believe in God? My relationship with God is more real than this live that's going on right now.
goes down, get that empty feeling again. How I wish to God that you were here. Baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see there was something in everything about you. Baby, come back. You can blame it all.
What time do you usually go off the markets?
And I just can't live without
Like stop trading? Normally around like an hour and a half, 2 hours in open. Are you a Protestant or Catholic Christian? I'm a follower of Christ. Baby, come back. Justin, you've made me create another playlist. Probably not my forte. Another banger. How do I manage trades if my risk only allows me one contract, micros? What are you trading, a prop or live? Prop? Why are you trading only one micro? You're going to be trading on that eval for like a month, 2 months, 3 months. You should not spend like a month or 2 months, 3 months trading on an evaluation account. Crying now. Two heart bones around the world one. Crying now. Down the Roman nights. So many wrongs or rights. How do you trade evals? I think you should be fairly aggressive when you trade an eval. I don't like think that you're like breaking rules or being, again, there's a difference between being aggressive and being reckless. Okay? There's a difference between being aggressive and being reckless. I'm not saying to be reckless, I'm saying be aggressive in terms of your sizing. So only take really good setups, right? Don't just take a bunch of random trades. Take really good setups you have conviction in and put on more size when you're in an evaluation, because your goal is to get to a funded account, right? Now, it also depends on what stage you're in your trading. If you're brand new, then yeah, trade micros and use it to build confluence and put the reps in, right? But if you have experience and you know what your edge is and you can recognize it, you should be fairly aggressive when you're trading eval so that you can get it funded. And then once you're funded, you can build a buffer and go back to trading smaller size. Justin, I disagree with you. If you can't trade, what's the point of passing eval? You spoke too soon, brother, because you didn't hear me finish what I said. I said if you're brand new, then trade small size on eval or paper trade. But if you know what your edge is and you have conviction in it, you shouldn't be spending 2 months trading on evaluation. What do you consider brand new? It really doesn't even matter if you're brand new. If you have an edge or if you don't have an edge, okay? You could be trading for a year and still not have an edge, okay? If you don't have an edge, you shouldn't be putting on heavy size. And also you're not confident in recognizing your edge. It comes down to your personal ability with recognizing your edge and being able to execute on it. What if someone can only afford 1 eval per month? Get a job. You need income coming in to be able to fund your path to success with trading. It's like people are afraid to work a job and fund their trading career, but yet they would pay like 30 grand to go get a piece of paper in college. Crazy. It's like, I would much rather work a job and spend my money learning how to trade and have the freedom of having an edge to make way more money, work for myself. But it's like, no, you'll spend 40, 30 grand going to college, though. Yeah, and a job is not a bad thing. You have to drop your ego. In fact, you need a job to humble you. You need to be humbled, because if you're not humble as a trader, you won't be successful, because you're going to swipe things under the rug. You're not going to admit when you're wrong. Like, I worked 2 jobs when I first started trading. I was pizza delivery boy. Okay. Like, I started out being a pizza delivery boy and bussing tables. I would trade in the morning and then I would go work 2 jobs. Right. And it's like, that was such an important part of my journey. Such an important part. Like, I believe many people need to experience that. The sun is shining in the sky, in a crowd inside. And don't you know, it's a beautiful day. Hey. Isn't this your forever model longs? No, it's in the opposite direction of the draw, right? You're taking a long into this 15-minute for value gap. It hasn't been ran through, right? Order flow is bearish, so I'd still need to get it ran through first. It'd be low probability. Could it work out? Yeah, but I'm not going to take it. Are you going live tomorrow? Not on YouTube. I'll be live in the mentorship group, though. Guys, and that's why I have a mentorship too. Like, I'm going to give you guys as much free value as I can. Like, I've spent the last 2.5 years posting free content and trying to give as much value as possible. But there comes a time too where education is not what you need. You need hands-on help, right? Like, many of you guys have watched hundreds of YouTube videos and you're still not successful. And that's why I believe many people need time with someone who has done it, being around a community. So if anybody's seeking that, there's a link in the description of this video that you can click. If you're interested in joining the mentorship, watch me trade live more often, get coaching calls with me. I pretty much have an onboarding call with everybody to talk with you, figure out where you are in your journey, what's your goals, if you want to quit your job, if you want to, what you're currently struggling with, so I can help you with it. We have an amazing community. So you get access to Sarah as well, professional psychologist. But yeah, you can check more info. There should be a link in the description if you want more info on it. Do you think you should risk 250 or 500 on a 50K? I would start with risking 250. 500 again. 500 is that a more aggressive side of things. That's where discretion comes into play. It's like I don't think either or is right or wrong. It depends on the trader and it depends on where you are. Time is it? 8:46. Probably stay on for like 15 more minutes. What other questions you guys got for me? Do you need premium TradingView to see candle update faster? No, you need CME data is what you need. So if you're on regular TradingView, the charts I think will be like 5 or 10 minutes delayed. If you want it to be accurate, you need to have a CME data subscription within TradingView. I think it should be under if you go to your account and then go to settings and billing, I think it might be under there. I'm not sure though. Please answer. I took longs at market open after the sweep and 5-minute inversion on the retrace of the bullish 5-minute for value gap. Was this wrong? I took a long at open, but you might have... Again, taking it in the 5-minute for value gap is invalid because you're taking a long after we just rejected these big inefficiencies in a bearish market, right? So it's also being recognized of when the move's over, right? Because you're taking a long after the market signified a change in order flow, right? We rejected the inefficiency, changing the state to the downside, and we start selling back lower, right? In a bearish market, keep in mind. So you wouldn't be looking to take a long here. You'd be looking to take a long where I did, which is before the internal model has played out, right? So sell side gets taken at open. We run the 1-minute fair value gap. We have a change in the state of delivery right here on this down close candle. I go stop at break even on this internal high, and I take partials, and then I let my other contract go. And then when we switch order flow, we start reaching back lower, right? Else will surely know. The masters have gone. Mentorship bank today? What did Chris take? Somewhere back in a long ago. Oh, is he getting his wisdom teeth pulled out today? I thought he... This picture of him that he sent in Discord, he looks cooked. Justin, should I always wait for pullbacks before entering, and if not, why? No, not necessarily. You can take it on breaks of changes, right? So, like, if you're short biased, you can take it on the break of this change in the state of delivery. You don't need a pullback. But, like, it depends, too. Like, if I'm looking at the market right now, right? Like, let's say I want to be short, right? We just rejected the fair value gap. High got taken. I want to see new lows. I can't take an... Like, if I missed my entry here, then yes, I would wait for a pullback. Nothing. Nothing at all. Without a way. Come and go. Come and go. How long have you been trading? Over 5 years now. Potential short? Yeah, this could be a potential short. Why don't you write me? Call me on the phone. Say Western Union. I'll say I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. Who's the fool tonight? I say I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. Drowning on the ocean of your sorrow, of your sorrow, whoa, whoa, whoa. I did not start trading with ICT. I started trading options when I first started. It took me 3 years to become profitable. Background color. It is a, this is the hex code. 0A0A0A. Who did you learn from? Your mentor? I didn't learn from anybody. I mean, YouTube videos, but really it was just forward testing. Like just learning on, focusing on like reading price action. Price action is a language, right? It's like if I was to learn Chinese, like I have to learn how to read Chinese to be able to speak it, to be able to recognize it, to be able to form sentence structures with it. Like price action is the same way. So it's just putting in the reps and recognizing the same things would happen over and over and over again, right? Like sweeps of liquidity, highs would get taken, we would lack displacement. Okay, and then we would reverse back down. Fair value gaps would get rebalanced too, right? So all that thing just came with seeing it happen over and over again. And making the same mistakes, right? Like I've made thousands of the same mistakes over and over again and learning from them and knowing when to not trade, when to trade, when to recognize opportunity, Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Roxanne, you don't have to put on a red light. Those days are over. You don't have to sell your body through the night.
Roxanne, you don't have to wear that dress tonight.
Walk the streets for money. You don't care if it's wrong or if it's right.
Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Roxanne, Roxanne, Roxanne,
What is your thoughts on why January was so tough in price action? I mean, that's an assumption. I don't believe that January was necessarily tough in price action. It could have just been your ability to. That's your thoughts trying to tell you that that's what reality was. Don't trust your thoughts, brother.
to tell you just how I feel. I will share you with another boy. I know my mind is made up, so put away your makeup.
Do you think that you could still be profitable if you make your own strategy that you backtested over like a few years? Yeah, it probably would take a few years. Yeah.
You don't have to put on the red light. Roxanne,
You don't have to put on a red light,
you don't have to put on the red light.
Roxanne. Roxanne. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna call it a day here. One trade, one win. I'll check my P&L after this. I think I'm up probably around like 3K, maybe like a little bit lower, 27. I didn't go too crazy on sizing, but overall solid day. We'll see what the rest of the day does, but enjoy your day. I'll film a trade recap after this too, so I'll post it on YouTube going over it a little bit more in depth. But enjoy your day. Be productive, get some stuff done. Again, last little note too. Again, anybody who is looking for that extra help, who has been watching YouTube videos and has a bunch of education, but you're lacking execution or you're struggling, click the link in the description. See if the mentorship is something that you might be interested in. I'd love to talk with you. I'd love to help you. That's kind of what I get out of life is serving and helping as many people as possible. So enjoy your day. I will talk soon and be safe. Peace.